Hello sisters, welcome back to my channel. It's Sheba here, and I pray all is well with you since we last connected. I also hope that you got a chance to check out my last video. I talked about healing from the trauma of sexual abuse, and I just hope that that word was encouraging and edifying for anyone that heard it, because it really goes hand in hand with our theme for 2021, which is that we want to glow up from within this year. We want to finally heal, we want to be restored, we want to be at peace. So I just encourage you to take a listen and share. So today's topic, we're going to talk about the tragedy, of Andrea Bharatt's passing, the young Trinidadian lady. And not only her, but the countless other women in Trinidad and across the Caribbean region and the diaspora that have been victims of gender-based violence. I wasn't aware of this story until recently. About 2 weeks ago, my cousin, whenever we talked, she kept telling me about this story and this woman, they find the woman in the bushes, and it just was not connecting at the time. Because I was just thinking to myself, didn't we just discuss the murder of another young lady in Trinidad? I believe her name was Ashanti. So when I heard this story again, I just felt numb. And then when I finally looked into it, it just left me in a state of amazement. And I just thought to myself, Lord, what is happening? So Andrea Bharatt, another young woman with a promising future ahead of her, her body was discovered sometime in January. She got into a taxi with a friend to go home, and she never made it home. She's a young woman who worked as a court clerk at the Arima Magistrate Court, and she never made it home. And her body was discovered with signs of visible trauma, specifically blunt force trauma. And again, I said, what is happening? So of course, the nation is up in arms, rightfully so. There's been vigils. People are calling for justice. People are calling for reforms, policies to be put in place. And I just see that people are crying out. They're just tired of this is like a constant now, because she's not the first. And I said to myself, the policies, the government policies and the vigils, and as much as they bring comfort to us, that is not the solution. We need Christ. We need to turn to Christ. When I think about the Caribbean region, I feel that the people are very traumatized people. We have a history that is a traumatic one in the region. Let's not even mince words. Whether it be the traumas of transatlantic slavery, whether it be the traumas of violence, whether it's sexual violence, gun violence, the people are traumatized. Because what I was saying to myself, what kind of men is a nation pushing out that you can look at another human being and inflict such pain and injury that they lose their lives, and you feel you have the right to look at somebody? I can only imagine the pain that she was feeling at that moment. I said, what kind of society is this? It is a society that has moved so far away from God. That is the plain truth. The word tells us that righteousness exalteth a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. And we're seeing that Trinidad is suffering from the consequences of a nation that has moved so far away from God. And my heart is just so heavy for her family. I just want to say to the family of Andrea, just to cling to God in these times. It can't be easy to lose a family in such a violent way, but cling to God. He's able to heal. He's able to comfort. And recently right here in Canada, there was another situation we had a Canadian woman, Latoya Alcindor, who went to Jamaica sometime in December, and her body was discovered in January at her hotel, or I believe the Airbnb that she was staying at. They found her body decomposing, multiple stab wounds, and once again, blunt force trauma to the head. Ultimately, they've arrested her Jamaican boyfriend. She's also a mother of 2. And I said to myself again, what kind of darkness has to ascend over somebody that you'd pick up a knife and stab them multiple times? But for those of us who have eyes to see and ears to hear, we are seeing the darkness that is ascending on this place. And I'm seriously encouraging Caribbean women, because this channel is focused on women, but the men also, that it is time for you to get under the blood of Jesus Christ. This is not about religion. This is not about Ash Wednesday, put ash on my forehead and I'm good to go. No, this is about, it is time to truly seek the Lord while he may still be found. It is time to align yourself so that when you recite the words of Psalm 91, it truly means something. It is time to make sure that God knows who you are and that the blood of the Lamb is on your doorstep, because many in our society are moving in a level of darkness that is absolutely satanic. Now, I don't know what the causes are exactly of why this gender-based violence issue just continues to plague the Caribbean. It's something that I think about all the time because I have a passion for the wellness of Caribbean women and children. We know that many children in the Caribbean are murdered every year. The women are murdered, and even the men killing men. So we know that we have a serious issue. So when I think about the gender, I said, what is causing this? Is it the fact that our women are so sexually objectified in our music, our media, our culture, that men feel that, we are not worth anything, so they have the right to snatch our lives? Is it how we as women sexually objectify ourselves in our speech, in the way we dress, in the way we act? Is it our traumatic history that the region has gone through? What is it that is causing? Is it the poverty? What is that is causing this constant? It's just an issue that never seems to go away. There is a line that is being drawn in the sand. Now is the time to get on the right side of God, because the grace that is on this place is, you can see that God's hand it's slowly lifting off this place. So you need to be under the blood of Jesus Christ. As a Caribbean woman, you live in a region where this gender-based violence is an issue. So what is my response? We need to turn our lives over to Christ. Just the way that protesters are saying, enough is enough. We can't deal with this anymore. And I understand what they're saying, because it's horrifying. As Caribbean women, we need to be saying the same thing. Enough is enough. I'm tired of abusive relationships. I'm tired of being sexually objectified. I am tired of the poverty. I am simply tired. I need a change. Turn to God. Seek God while he may still be found. Because like I said, the love of many has waxed cold. I offer my sincere condolences to the Bharatt family, the Alcindor family, and the family of Ashanti Riley. And a part of me feels that there will be another one. But I know the solution is Christ. The solution is Christ. Now is the time. Seek him while he may still be found. To God be the glory.